Sunrise in my eyes, just like a new day, a breath of fresh air in my life. I don't know how, don't know why, but I'll be toasting all my life. Waiting at the door, my ride sweeter to meet the one I love. I don't know how and don't know why, but I'll be toasting all my life.
Swing that end out just a hair because they're small. Yeah. Good deal.
Okay, welcome back. Melissa here with my shadows. Just want to say thanks so much for the hashtag Outdoorgans has really taken off. And if you go to Instagram and just type in hashtag Outdoorgans, you can see everybody that's sharing their pictures, anything outdoors and what they've been doing. And it's incredible. And at the top of that, there's even a button that you can click, follow this hashtag, you know, it's blue, it'll say follow, and I clicked it. So I'm able to see in my feed everybody that does a tag for hashtag Outdoorgans. It is so cool.
Last night we spent like an hour, just amazing. All these people from all over the world.
Absolutely.
Cutting firewood, I mean tractor stuff, all kind of outdoor projects, running some old vintage chainsaws, and it's really neat.
It is neat. It's incredible.
So
and
if you don't know what we're talking about, just tell them briefly.
Yeah, so I suggested on Instagram and Facebook that you share what you're doing outdoors or what you've done. You know, a few people have added in their comments from earlier posts, or you can even go in and edit it, and they just added hashtag Outdoorgans, and then that comes up in the feed, and then you can search it. I have better success seeing all these pictures on Instagram than Facebook. It's just easier. I'm not sure what Facebook's doing, but I'm seeing a few, but not a lot. I'm seeing a ton of them right there on Instagram, and it is just great. You can type right in your search bar hashtag Outdoorgans with an S at the end, and it's great. It just brings them up. You'll love it. You can see everybody doing similar things to what you're doing. All right, come on, guys.
All right, it gets dark here in a little bit, but I'm gonna get into something. Well, it's going to get dark here in just a little bit. Before that happens, I got a couple things I'd like to get done, and I also have a few things I'd like to talk about, and I got some questions for you guys. Specifically, anybody out there that's a wood turner. You know, you have a lathe, you're making pens or bowls or anything like that, or spindles or candlesticks, whether it's your hobby or your profession, I have a few questions for you. And the reason is this. Since I got that woodmizer sawmill, I have gotten probably, I don't know, 50 emails for people looking for cherry blanks. Apparently, and I knew this, cherry is not readily available in many parts of the country. And the other day, actually, I talked to a guy in Montana. He's a subscriber to our channel, super nice guy, gave me lots of good information. And you know, it's something that I would consider selling blanks to people, maybe put them on our website, and it would be reasonable. It really would. A lot cheaper probably than you could buy anywhere else. It doesn't really matter to me, but if it's something that you're interested in, we could probably do that. But what I need to know is, you know, what size blanks you need, how you want them prepared. Obviously, what I would be selling would be green, and it's my understanding that, you know, a lot of guys, they'll take the green stuff, they'll turn it down, kind of get it close, set it on the shelf for a few months, and then come finish it off. I will also be putting some away for down the road, but you know, like that 12-quarter stuff, you're talking 3 years probably to air dry. So for now, I would be selling green. If it's something you're interested in, let me know in the comments, but specifically, I need to know how you would want it prepared. You know, I hear all different things. Do you want it sealed up in a bag? I would seal at least the end grain with anchor seal. I could seal the whole thing. Some people use wax. But you know, give me as much information as you can. I'm not saying this is a definite thing, and I'm not looking to make a living at this at all, believe me. But we've got so much cherry around here. I mean, the stuff literally grows on trees. You know what I'm saying? It's everywhere, it's good quality. And I know in other parts of the country, you know, it's kind of like hitting a jackpot if you get a piece of it, and we burn it up for firewood, you know what I mean? Now, my opinion has changed a little bit since I had the sawmill. I look at every tree a little bit differently than I did before. But yeah, let me know in the comments what sizes, how you want it prepared, you know, anything you can think of. Let me know in the comments if that's something that you would be interested in. That's the first thing I want to talk about. So if you're wondering what this platform here is that I'm stacking this cherry on, this is what you call an unfinished project. And I'm actually thrilled that I never finished it, and I'll tell you why. So about a year ago, maybe 16 months ago, something like that, we had probably 18 or 20 chickens, something like that, and they were kind of cramped in their current coop. And I thought, you know what, I'm gonna build another coop. Maybe we'll get a few more chickens. So I started building this new chicken coop, and the very next day after I got this much done right here that you saw, I think we lost 3 chickens in one day. And then within the next 2 weeks after that, we lost a couple more to fox, 1 coyote, a hawk, and it has been downhill ever since. And it got to the point we were back down to like 10 chickens in no time. Now we're down to 3, and I never went any further on the coop because I think we're out of the chicken business. I do. We like to free range them, and you know, they just come into their coop at night, because you could build a pen with a top over on it, but the whole purpose for me, not the whole purpose, but it's nice to have them, you know, pecking through the yard, getting the bugs, the ticks, and all that kind of stuff. So I didn't really need a coop anymore because I wasn't going to buy any more chickens. And I've been trying to think about what to do with this thing, you know, make some use out of it. What I'm going to do is stack lumber on it. And this will get me through for just a little bit. I'll fill this up in no time. But I'll put maybe a bunch of 8-quarter here and some other stuff. Put a little top on it. I have some Resolite. That'll work out fine for here. But we will need a drying shed, and we're going to need a building for the sawmill. And today I talked to my wife's uncle, super great guy, very, very talented carpenter. Actually, he's good at about everything. He really is. Builds furniture, all sorts of stuff. So we're kicking some ideas around on what to build for the sawmill. And I think I'm going to do like a 3-sided building. And I'm actually going to be buying some lumber, like for the siding and stuff, hemlock. We don't have any of that here. I mean, I have a little stand of hemlock down by the pond. I don't want to tear it up. And up north of here, maybe about an hour, there's a supplier up there, and they sell hemlock for like 60 cents a board foot. Because I was thinking, you know, I'll just use some red oak or, you know, like a lesser grade stuff for siding. But I mean, I could probably sell that for $1.25, something like double what I would pay for the hemlock. And the hemlock would actually make better siding. So I think that's what I'll do. I'll buy hemlock for it. Right now, I'm trying to figure out how big it needs to be. I know I need at least a 20-foot opening to get logs in. And I'm just trying to figure out like my workflow. You know what I mean? To pulling lumber off the mill, where you can put it to get to it with forks on the tractor. And I'm kind of sketching that all out right now. We're going to figure it out. And we'll get that built here within the next couple months, hopefully. It shouldn't be a problem. So that's the story on that. But anyway, I'm going to head down there now and get a little bit of white oak. And I want to show you something on this grapple on the RK37. It's getting dark, so I'm going to talk kind of fast. If you've been following our channel for a while, I know you have seen this grapple many, many times before because I use it all the time. I don't even take it off the RK37 anymore. But for anybody that's new to the channel and you don't know, I'll briefly tell you what it is. It's the RK by Top Dog Granite Grapple. This is the 72-inch grapple. This was designed for the RK55, but you can run it on the 37 as well, like I do. They also make a 60-inch. And I have a 54-inch that's on the RK24. So that kind of brings you up to speed on that. So for what I do around here, this grapple I think is absolutely perfect. I mean, it's got a big wide opening on it. What I like most about it are these big teeth down here at the bottom. They're just long enough, but they're not too long to get all your weight too far out front. But you know, I use them for rooting out like invasive species. I use them for little stumps. You can go into a log pile and just pick up one log, back up, then close the top lid on it. You know, some grapples, you go in there, you're grabbing the stuff on top of it. For what I do, this thing is absolutely perfect. And like tonight, I'm actually using it as a set of forks to carry lumber up there to where I'm stacking it. So like I said, for what I do, I don't think this could be any better. So I never had a grapple on a tractor before until I got this one. So, you know, I don't have a lot of experience with different brands or different styles. But all I'm telling you, for what I do, I can't think of anything better than this one right here. It's just perfect. I use it all the time. I mean, I can load logs onto the mill with the grapple. I can haul lumber away with it. If I want to go push a tree over, dig some roots out, I use it for everything. Big brush piles, like I said, picking one log out of a pile without, you know, grabbing a whole bunch of them. It's perfect. But anyway, it's getting dark. I need to head up and stack this lumber up here. And what else? Outdoorgans, hashtag Outdoorgans. That is really cool. Like I said earlier in the video, Melissa and I are sitting there last night for like an hour looking at all these pictures from people all over the world doing the same kind of stuff we do. Sawmills, tractors, chickens. Well, theirs aren't getting killed. Their dogs, old chainsaws, new chainsaws, anything you can think of, but all the same types of stuff we do, and we really appreciate that. What it does for us is, you know, every day we're showing you a part of our lives and what we do around here, and this is allowing us to be able to see what you guys do. So like she said, on your social media, your Facebook, Instagram, and I know some people don't do that, that's fine. But just hashtag Outdoorgans on your pictures. We get to see them on Instagram, and it's really cool. And what else? Oh, you turners out there, let me know in the comments as much information as you can. You know what I mean? What size blanks you'd be interested in, how you want them sealed up, the whole thing, just the ends, put them in bags, whatever. And you know, if you're coming to a meetup or something like that, I won't have any ready for Boonville. We'll give some away, and we might sell some on the website. They'll be very reasonable, but we would like to share some of this beautiful Pennsylvania cherry with you guys that can't get it. And so think about that. And what else? So anyway, I think that's about it. Like I always say, if you enjoy these videos, please hit the like button, click subscribe, and share them with your friends. Thanks.